Afternoon, everybody. How's it going? Today we're going to be talking about Weapon X. Sideshow dropped the Weapon X photo the other day, kind of a teaser of what's to come. And I just kind of wanted to talk about it, kind of doing a comparison of the one that's already been out, the custom. But real fast, how are you guys this Sunday going, Matt?
That's doing all right, man. Just recovering. I was out late last night with some friends. Went to see Field of Screams. You ever heard of that?
Field of Screams. No, it's like I'm guessing it's a ghost.
Yeah,
ghost.
it's like a haunted
Uh-huh.
house type thing. It's a big venue up in Pennsylvania. Took the kids to it. It was pretty fun. Had a good time. Had a really good time.
I like going to those things. I like this time of year. Like
Yeah.
this time of year, it turns a page from summertime to fall and winter. Like I love this time of year. So I love the Halloween, and that goes to Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
My favorite time of year.
Yeah.
But appreciate you on the show again, Matt.
Oh,
Dion,
absolutely.
What's
how's it
going on,
going?
man? I'm doing good. Work today. Last week I got a surprise statue and a Catwoman piece. It's all good over here, just chilling.
I've never had a surprise statue. I don't know how that goes.
No,
I mean,
it is.
you must have so many statues coming in that it's a surprise.
No, I swear it's a
So,
surprise because I thought I had canceled it, right? And then apparently I didn't. And I'd already paid, like I got free shipping. So they didn't need to hit me up to ask me for the shipping either. So it just kind of came. I didn't even think it was coming.
but must be nice. Must be nice. FBJ, what's up, man? How you doing?
What up, man? Happy to be here. I I spent most of yesterday trying to organize my collection, going through some boxes, putting up some Maji cases. Um, I was mentoring some young fellas yesterday. We were hanging out, and they came by to the crib, right? Friends of the family and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So, they're in high school. They came over my crib, so they was helping me, put Maji Queso together. We were chopping it up and stuff.
free
First
labor,
time they,
free labor.
yeah. But the crazy thing is, 100% true. But the thing is, they came over, they saw the collection, their eyes lit up, and I was like, oh man, we got one. When the Ghostbusters, when the ghosts were like, we got one, and
Every time I get you on the stream, that's how I feel.
yeah, oh
Got
yeah,
one.
yeah. So they're all into it,
Did you
and
tell them the prices? You told them the
huh?
prices? Did you tell them the prices?
I I told them the price of one. I told them I was like, I'm not gonna share the prices of all this stuff. But I told them because I was like, all right. So I went to the Harley. I told them the price of that. It was like, but the thing is, I was shocked. I thought there was gonna be like, oh, that's all that. You know what they said? It was like, yeah, I could see. Yeah, this is worth it. This is worth
Wow.
it. So, and then they asked, can we come over again tomorrow? Help you out some more? And I was like, yeah, we'll try. But the point in all that too was, because they collect sneakers and stuff like that, so they know about certain stuff. They collect and read in comics and they do art and stuff. But to watch the young people and their eyes lighten up over the statues, and I showed them some of my 1/6 figures and stuff like that, and they were like, "Yo." So it was good, man, to see young people into the collection and the hobby and stuff like that, man. And so yeah, that was great, man. It was a great experience.
You should have told them the
Come on.
price of that Wonder Woman.
It's yeah, like I said, I was gonna get into all of that, man. But they because when even talking to them, one of them is a sneakerhead, so they knew the concept. When we were explaining stuff, as far as I
A
buy
collector is a
uh,
collector.
right. They buy Jordans, for $300, and they understand what it is when you go to somebody else who I
Doesn't
spent
do that.
$40 on Adidas or my Nikes cost 40. So so the concept and understanding, as far as we get, just because we're not at this place or this place, doesn't mean we all collect and do things. Dooney and Burke for women, you know how it goes. So we're all at different places, but I like to see their eyes lit up and twinkle as young men, so it was cool.
Yeah, I did that the other
Yeah.
day. I'm working with a new guy, and I showed him, hey, because we were talking about stuff that we're into, and I
Yeah.
showed him videos and stuff. He was like, whoa, and then because he's like really into anime, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I was like, look at this, look at this. He was like, oh man, so I might
Yeah.
get another one too. So, but Biggie, man, what's up? How's your Sunday?
My Sunday's cool so far. Waiting on the Packers to play those lousy Rams.
Uh-oh.
And on the subject of X23, I remembered that I got something today that I told you guys I was going to show you. But it's not a statue, but it still falls under the custom produced. So I'm going to step away for a few seconds, and I'll be back and continue on.
Now I'm curious.
I know, right?
But yeah, so real fast, I want to say hi to everybody in the chat that popped up. Let's see here. Nice guy, what's up, man? Gabriel Gutierrez, what's up? Mr. Popo, he's stopping in before he's going to bed, I guess. It's late over there, early, whatever you want to say. Dennis Perez, what's up, man? And Jojo, that's all it's in here right now. We'll probably say hi to people as they goes come in. So yeah, like I said, so basically the show was basically this Weapon X popped up on a live with Sam and them, and I actually happened to be on the show because he knew that that I really enjoy the character or whatnot. So I just want to do a real quick, back and forth between the custom and the licensed. I know there's only like a couple pictures of the sideshow one, so it's not really fair. So right now we're gonna do this as a part one, and then we're gonna put a pin in it when it actually gets shown in detail and depth, and we see how much it's gonna cost, and also we'll do all the other Weapon X's out there too against these two Weapon X's. So, but I just wanted to talk about these two real fast. So,
How much do you guys think it's going to cost?
I know it's going to be more than 700. That's for sure. I've seen some people say 700. I'm like, nah, not for this.
Really?
I say it's
Sideshow?
going to be the same amount as Ghost Rider.
I want to say it's going to be between 8 and a G.
I'm gonna give it a 750.
Wow.
I don't, unless it's got a light up. I don't see a light up feature. Does it have a light up feature?
Yes,
it light up?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
It's only at the bottom and the visor though, so it's not like a bunch of light up.
Yeah, but it's still a light up feature, so I'm figuring they're gonna add I'm thinking 800, a little between 8 and 850. I don't think it's as elaborate, and the design is the same as the Ghost Rider. Like I think there's more design in the Ghost Rider, which costs probably a little bit more. I think this one they'll probably get away with like 800.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because I know sideshows. I don't want off topic here, but even the Vader thing, you guys heard about the Vader coming out, the Mythos?
Oh, the quarter scale.
Yeah, quarter.
Yeah. So if that's it, but I said this in one of the things. It's like, given the success that it light up with the Ghost Rider, why not make the Vader a quarter scale and light it up? And it'll probably be 1100.
We'll talk about it some more. Right now, I'm going to show pictures of statues out there, and then we'll come back to the topic after we get done looking at pictures real fast.
Let me show you this really fast. So I got this figure.
What the hell is that?
Oh,
What is that? Wolverine?
That is cool, man.
Yeah, it was.
it really?
It was a spike or a slash, and
Yeah,
had them customized into Wolverine.
that's hot.
That
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I'm
That's
gonna
cool.
post it in the group today, Jariet.
That's really random, bro.
That's cool.
It's definitely custom.
really
That's
random.
That's really custom.
Hey, the Venomized stuff might as well Wolverine-ized stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely.
What's up, man? All right. So I don't know if y'all saw recently they teased a Punisher from LBS. In the vein of that, I saw this today, and I just wanted to put it in there, see what y'all thought of this one.
That's good. Is this LBS or is this custom?
No, this is not LBS. This is
it's a custom. I haven't seen the LBS one.
Can you zoom in? Okay, there we go. I like the base with all the
Guns.
all the-
It kind of reminds me of the Batman.
I was about to say that too. It does remind me
Knight.
of that.
Yeah, there's like a skull with the bullseye mark on it.
That's dope.
Oh wow, that's nice. Nice touch.
We need a good Punisher. It's about time for another one.
I agree. I mean, I think the best one right now is still Sideshows.
I like the Iron Studio one better.
Really? Nice.
Would you like to see a Brenthal Punisher?
That would be dope
The actor.
from the series.
Yeah, the actor.
No, I say no. I don't think he's
Who said
big
no,
enough.
Dial?
Like,
Really?
no, he's not big enough. I mean, what else is he in?
You mean big enough as in terms of body or like his
No,
acting?
like his acting. Like, I mean, I wouldn't want to license him.
Wow. Dang,
Yeah, he's been a lot of stuff, Don.
I mean, if you went to the TV show stuff,
yeah, he's in a lot of series.
you could
That's
compare it.
a license
Walking
that
Dead.
we're talking about here.
He actually has a
he's
lot
in
of
a lot of
range
things.
too. He has a lot of range.
Yeah, he does. But I think Punisher's his
I
main
don't
thing.
know.
Diane, like, nope.
I liked him as Punisher though.
Yeah, I think he did an excellent job as Punisher to me.
I was watching a
agree.
couple clips from the show to this morning actually.
Mhm.
coming back.
The
He's coming
acting
back.
was good too.
Yeah, I had showed this a while back, and this is more of like a detailed look at it.
Yes,
It's Silver Surfer on Galactus throne.
yeah.
Oh,
I think
How
this is
dare
one
he.
of the hottest pieces I've seen in a long time.
That throne is so dope.
Yes. But he said he's not even trying to get it made though.
He's thinking about it. He's going back and forth. So I think if there's enough interest in it, it might persuade him to do it.
that's hot. Yeah, I like that angle. Side view. It's a
It's
nice
cool,
piece.
but I don't.
The person or the place that should do it is the same one that did Wolverine in the Tube. I think they could do it justice.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't see Surfer as a throne guy though. That's the only issue I have with it.
It's
I like
more
I
like
like the
artistic.
Yeah.
I don't see him as a throne guy either, but I don't know. I would still pick this up because it's just badass.
Yeah. I think the artistic value of it is just insane.
Yeah, that's hot.
Now, do you think the artistic value or just more the concept of it because it's
The whole
Galactus'
thing.
head?
It's the
I
concept,
I
like the
say
whole
both.
concept thing.
The concept, the way, the way it's done artistically, I just think that, I mean, even though he might not be a throne kind of guy, but I mean, I just gotta take my hats off to the way it's done and executed. It's crazy.
The idea behind it's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
I-
crazy is I like the throne a little better than the Surfer on this one. Like,
I
Right.
agree.
throne,
I
because-
do
Yeah.
too.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the sculpt of the Surfer.
So you got some hand switch outs.
Maybe if they made him more like chrome-like and less like a dull gray.
I don't really care for chrome on characters at all.
Really? So what do you guys not like about the Surfer itself?
The build of the anatomy just looks too action figure-y. Like it looks like he's got no. I don't know. If you look at some Doom pieces, he's got a little swag to him. He's got no
Yeah.
swag here. You know what I mean? It just looks a little too. I don't know what's the word I want to say.
I mean, Silver Surfer is a stoic character. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
But I feel like the selling point on this is the actual throne,
The throne.
and
Yeah.
not. I feel like Silver Surfer is more of like, what do I say, the proximity piece,
Opponent.
or like the second. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like I'm in it for this. That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
Not
This-
really Silver
No,
Surfer.
you're
This
right.
would be gigantic too if you really think
I
about
know.
it. If it's a quarter scale, it'd be gigantic.
And I would like
Yeah.
to see him in Chrome. I mean, I'm not huge
Yeah,
on
me
Chrome
too.
characters as well, but I would like to see him in Chrome, especially on this piece.
Yes, I think
That way
it
you
would
stand
set
out.
it apart. Yeah, he'll stand out in Chrome.
If I had this piece, I'd view it with the back part,
Yep.
and then I'd have that Silver Surfer on the proximity piece, the bust or whatever it is, the small throne. Then I put it right beside it. That's how I
Yep.
would do it.
Oh, they would be nice if it
100%
came with
agree.
like two surfers, so that way you could sit one inside and then still have one sitting next to the back of it, kind of.
I don't know. I just think it's a dope ass.
Yeah, it's nice.
Idea.
I like the concept. Yeah, I like that.
We got a Sunshine Man. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of
Oh,
this.
And I want it.
Nope.
Uh,
Nope.
And I want it. Is he getting made? That's the
Yeah.
question. Like I saw the post.
One of the guys that I had him on the show like a few months back. When I had
Yeah.
all the artists on the show.
Yeah.
I think this is his commission.
Does he have the same powers as Meteor Man? Like, what does he
He
do?
He's very similar. He's very similar. He's very similar to Superman. He
Superman.
absorbs.
Okay.
He absorbs sunshine. He absorbs sun.
that is
And
so
he-
lame,
and he's
man.
super
This
positive.
is cool,
so
man.
lame.
Nah,
He's
man.
positivity.
The brothers need shine.
He like a Powerpuff Girl or something.
Nah, this is cool. I like it. I don't even know who this is.
Jarhead, can you get the info? Like, give me the info on how to get this.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna research this
The
guy.
guy posted it in my group too. So if you need to message him,
Okay,
That's
yeah, because
cool.
I saw the post, but I didn't see like I didn't know if he was just getting this as a one-off because he didn't really put any info or anything. So
yeah. The only thing I would say is that what bothers me about the statue is this belly button right here. Like, why is it going in the belly button? Why is the uniform?
oh yeah,
Can we
now
Get
that
some
you
less
pointed
detail.
that out,
yeah
The shirt is real tight.
super
skin tight,
Yeah, vacuum. Vacuum
rib
sealed.
cage tight.
In tight, man.
Oh man, now that you said that, Jarhead, I can't unsee it.
that's sunshine
Oh
man.
man,
Sunshine Man.
He just reminds me a lot of Jim Kelly.
oh yeah, yeah.
We got
They
another
probably don't know who
Wolverine.
Jim Kelly is.
I don't know who that is.
I said,
Now I
Dom,
gotta
you know who
start
Jim Kelly
thinking-
is?
I don't know who that is.
Oh man. Sorry.
This is a statue that is off of a
Being
off
one of the
a
youngest
cover.
people on the panel, I don't know who that is.
You ain't that young.
Right.
You're like a year too younger than everybody. Don't say you're the youngest.
Please, I'm
person.
youngest one on the.
Yeah, you're like-
FBJ is the youngest one on the panel.
So you never heard of Black Belt Jones?
No, I have no idea who that is. It sounds like a fake character that you just made up just now.
How old are you, Dion? Like 54, 55?
Right, right.
Oh my god, y'all so funny.
But seriously, how old are you, Dion?
I'm young.
Yeah, you're like a year younger than everybody.
No,
Oh, I'm so young. I'm the youngest guy on the panel. Woo! Whatever.
You remember the have you ever seen shoot, which one was it? Is it Enter the Dragon or I'm getting that mixed up.
Yeah, I
Jim
think
Kelly
it
was
was
in one of them. Yeah, yeah. He was one of the guys. He faced
Something
Bruce
with the
Lee.
hand too. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he faced Bruce Lee in one of the matches. I think it was Enter the Dragon when he faced all. Enter the Dragon. Yeah,
He was in
faced him.
he was in Black Samurai, Black
Mhm.
Belt Jones.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Sorry.
another Wolverine. This is from a comic cover a long time ago in the 90s.
it look a little weird to me. Something is not working. Maybe
this
the
one-
shape needs to change.
It's the arms. I think it's the arms.
Something is off. I don't know where.
Looks cool to me.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Something is
sorry.
different with the anatomy or something. I can't put a finger on it.
What do you think of it, Jarhead? You're a Wolverine fan.
It's all right. I like I said, I remember this cover. And it's pretty accurate to this one right here is like the actual cover. It's pretty accurate to. It's not me. I guess I don't need it. But if it got printed out and I saw it, it'd probably be better. Right now, maybe it's looking funny because it's
Yeah. Something. I don't know.
Well, it's just the fact that he's in his full. If it was Logan, then it might register a little bit better. Then because he's just chilling, drinking like he's having a drink and smoking a cigar. You know what I mean?
I like the cigar.
If it was
smoke.
Logan, it would make more sense. You're right.
Yeah.
He need more hair on his arms, man.
Yeah.
True.
That's true. Yeah, it does.
maybe he shaved this day.
Shaved.
Maybe he had a date or something. Who knows?
Okay. He got some nair. Just rubbed it all on him.
Looks good though. I like it.
Some Chun-Li.
Yeah.
So this is from like one of my favorite like anime, I think, right? The Street Fighter anime, isn't it? When she was fighting Vega.
Yeah, she's fighting Vega, like the bases. There's Vega.
Yeah.
I love this.
I like
Yes,
all the hints to like the 90s or the early 90s with
Yes. Oh,
the Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Oh man, I didn't even know
Yes.
Nintendo at the bottom.
I love this.
I don't know what's up with this old school rotary phone, but whatever.
I love
So
this.
in
This is great.
in the anime, she like that rotary phone. I think she uses it or something. I can't remember.
Which
Um,
what?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say what you know what scale this is. I really like this piece.
Quarter
This
scale.
is cool.
And there's two
Quarter scale?
different versions of it.
I really like this.
Dennis Perez, he says, I want to buy that Savage Dragon custom, but I worry about it's not safe. The one that we showed last time, that's from my favorite group. So you don't have to worry about being safe. He's very reputable. So if you need any information on it, Dennis, or whatever, I'll point you in the right direction. But that dude is a very reputable group. So. But yeah, so then this is a different version of it, basically different color, I think.
No, I like
I
that.
don't like this one as much. I like the other one.
Yeah.
Or it's a sculpt. Yeah, that one. Yeah, I like the other one, the color and everything, but I like this sculpt. Serious sculpt.
I prefer the other one on every level.
Yeah. It's a nice piece, huh?
What's the scale
Yeah.
on it?
Quarter.
Like her anatomy looks like I would imagine Chun-Li.
Yes.
Know what
Yep.
I think the blue looks better too.
I mean? Yeah.
And that little kung fu stance she got going, everything. It's nice. Yeah, she looked like she was in her chilling outfit. I don't want to say house clothes, but just the chilling outfit. She's just like just in a fight. It's just
And that blue is also close to the color of her outfit, almost.
Yes.
Yeah.
Spider Games.
Exactly.
I don't like this
Yeah.
face sculpt at all. It's just too
yeah, that's the one I don't like.
I don't. It's too anime like or
Yeah.
something, plain or something.
too cartoony.
Yeah.
It's like, man, I was just trying to play my games, man. You up in here? Nice.
And that's Vega's mask behind her too.
Yeah, it's cool. It's because he got his claws there too.
Yeah.
Damage the TV, man. She was just trying to play games. And he out here trying to fight her in her own crib. Come on,
That
man.
scene is have you guys seen that movie though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Classic.
that scene though, man, too.
Yeah.
Strategically placed rip.
It's perfect. Yeah.
What is it? Is it a?
It's an anime.
Is it an anime movie or is it a real
Yeah.
movie?
No, it's an anime.
Okay, that's why I haven't seen it. I'm not familiar with this.
One of the few animes I've seen.
This is some of Nice Guy's collection here. I just wanted to.
I love
Sure.
the Agent Venom.
This one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
always been-
That's the one that's hand sculpted, isn't it?
Is
It's
it?
hand sculpted? Yeah.
What the hell? He's probably lost an arm and a leg.
I still like this. Spider-Man right here, black suit. That's my favorite out of here.
Nice guy, man. Your setup coming out good, man.
That Venom, that what is that? That Deadpool Venom or whatever?
This one right here in the back.
Yeah, that thing is huge.
Oh yeah, it's big.
Is it overscaled or is that
No, that's how
about
big
right?
he is in the comics.
Really? Dang, that's crazy, man.
This corner Magic case holds a lot.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
The only thing I don't like about him is that it has that bar, as like those two bars in the middle. That I don't care for. Like you can't see, like you can see this part of it right here.
But it's also how you set it up too, because depending on where you walk in on the angle, you see.
Yeah. I guess you would have other Magic cases on the other side, so it wouldn't look as bad. So. I thought this was pretty cool. This is like a, I think it's a one-off Warpath or his brother. I forget his brother's name. It'll come to me later.
I thought it was T-Hawk on Street.
No.
You said it's War. Who is it? Warpath?
Yeah,
Is
I think Thunderbird. Thunderbird. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Both of them are brothers. He was on the original team that went to go rescue the X-Men from Krakoa. And I think he died in like the second or the first comic book.
I like the other one with the headdress. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I like that
That was
too.
good. Yep.
I don't feel like there's a character that has that type of hairdress. Right.
Yep. Not that I can even think of.
Yeah.
Some brother Voodoo.
Yep.
Character's name.
I'm not feeling this, man.
Jose posted this one, right?
Yeah, Jose Alicia.
Yeah.
This is
I love it, but I think it's only 6 skill, right?
I'm not sure. He's got his own little thing that he does.
This is Marvel.
No, it's DC.
Wait,
No,
wait,
it's
who's
Marvel. It's Marvel. It's
Who?
Marvel. Yeah.
who's this guy?
Brother Voodoo.
Well,
All right,
sometimes,
so there's two
sometimes-
characters now. I'm gonna have to look up.
sometimes he's called
Whoa,
Dr.
whoa, whoa,
Voodoo.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, you don't know who Brother
Yeah.
Voodoo is?
I don't know
I don't
Voodoo
know.
or that other what you call it, Sunshine Man. No, I got it. Well, I'm a huge DC guy. That's me. I know Marvel, but not as in depth. X-Men, yes, but like if it's
It looked like it should be on Blackula,
I'm not a Marvel guy.
like that movie or something.
Piggy, what's the
Actually-
number one doctor? What's another Brother Voodoo go for?
Dr. Voodoo.
The number one comic book? Anybody can look that on.
He's prevalent in like the
So-
Doctor Strange comic books.
So I actually did when I was doing the canvas art, I did one of him from I think a version that they were going to have in the Doctor Strange movie, and they ended up chopping it. And I ended up seeing some of the pieces and just made like some art of it. He's one of my favorite characters.
He's actually become the Sorcerer Supreme in a few comic books too.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I wanted this when I thought it was going to be a quarter scale, but I think at the time Jose was saying it was only going to be 6 scale.
Main Mad says I missed your guys' opinion on the Sideshow Weapon X. We haven't talked about it yet, so we do it backwards here. We're showing pictures and then we'll talk about the topic. So what's up, Ledge? But yeah, so that's Brother Voodoo. I think Jose does his own little line of characters, so he gets them produced. But it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I do like that.
This is actually his 2 X-Men line that he started.
I love that Rogue.
That's a custom from another group.
Yeah, I know. I've been eyeing it every time I see somebody try to sell it. I'm like, should I get that?
See, this is how the Dazzler should have been dressed. I think I prefer that costume more.
I like the variety where you can go either way, because some people love that like disco looking one.
Yeah. I thought this was dope. 2099 custom that got produced a while back, but every time I see it, I always like it.
What's up with that base? I don't understand what I'm looking at.
It's Alchemax. It's like in the future. So they did a Spider-Man version of this, and it was on a building. So they did the same concept, but on a futuristic building. It's from Alchemax or something. I forgot the name of the evil company in the future. But it's like a futuristic building, basically.
Okay.
Hey, Slide said, "Don't worry, Jarhead. Slideshow will make a variant." And you're talking about the Dazzler outfits.
Oh yeah, probably at this point, what they've been doing lately. This is a printed out STL file of Lady Deadpool. I thought it came out pretty good, actually.
I like the layers on the base.
So,
There's a lot of detail in the costume. I mean, it's
I like the fact that she's in the
Yeah.
action pose instead
Yeah.
of just like normally just walking with the sword like Psylocke or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know, most of the Lady
It's
Deadpools you see, she's just walking straight with the swords.
I like the clip on her hip.
What's it
Yeah.
on her hair?
no, hip the
Flip on the
gun.
hip,
Hip,
the mat,
the gun,
the
the gun.
Zoom in.
the gun, the little handgun.
Oh, okay. I see it now. I thought you said on her hair. I was like, what?
I wanted to show this off because Matt painted this, not the Matt on the panel, but Matt, who's a painter here locally to me.
I love it.
I like how how it came out.
It was good.
Yeah, Matt's really good.
I like how he painted the armor, basically, like on the arms and stuff. It came out really good.
He did a really good job in the portraits too. Like a really good job. Have you ever had him paint any of your pieces, Jarhead?
No, I've had him fix a couple things, some damage. I will be having him paint a gigantic beast here soon, though. Yeah, this came out really good.
Look at that portrait, man. The tones and everything in it.
Yeah, I love this statue. I like the belt. It's not all yellow.
I like that.
Yep.
So you got the shorter eared and the long eared version. I like when statues do like the spotlights on the statue itself, so that way you don't light it up too much. I think that's dope.
Does that cave come off? Can you remove it?
I don't know.
Here, it looks like maybe detach the back part.
See, to me, like I'd rather have this in that Prime 1 piece.
You talking about the prime one where he's sitting down?
No, the one he's walking.
Oh, okay.
The Hush.
Oh, the Hush.
This is very
Really?
similar. This is very similar to that one.
I would like to see this painted in the the blue version.
Mhm.
I would like to see it painted in that blue.
No, I like this too. I'm not feeling the cave aspect of it, but I definitely love the bats.
So I mean, the thing
That's
that's hard to grasp or get into is I would like the whole base to be like featured the cave, like not that little gray futuristic thing that he's standing on.
The transporter.
Yeah, like I would like the whole thing. Like it's like Beam Me Up or something, right? Like
Well,
Right,
but that's
But
what
his cave-
though.
But isn't his? I mean, but his cave is
Yeah.
a lot. It has a lot of that kind of
Yeah.
that's technology in his cave. It's,
Yeah, but I get what Dion's saying. I would like to see like an iron grating, like even if like he's walking across. If you're gonna do that with the stalactites, put like a bridge or an iron grating or something on it to where it actually
Correct.
looks more believable. This looks like he's in some he's like a transport chamber or something.
Right. Right. I agree.
beat me
Star
up,
Trek.
Scott.
That's what I'm getting from that, man.
They transported him with the cave.
Right. Or like a scene remember the remember in Underworld when they were fighting where the helicopter came through the thing?
I don't remember
All right, no.
I don't remember that scene.
Well, remember when they let William out? Selene was fighting Marcus. He got chopped up by the helicopter.
Hmm.
Oh, I do remember that.
Remember
part,
that
yeah.
scene? All right, remember that cave that they were
I
fighting?
don't remember the cave. I remember him getting chopped up with.
Yeah, I don't remember what the cave looked like. Yeah,
they were
that I
like,
remember.
they were like in a tomb or something. They were like it was
Yeah.
like a prison
Yeah,
for him.
Ice Tomb or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That whole Underworld series needs a refresher for me. I gotta rip through those again one day.
So this is a actual 1/3 that got released, Silver Surfer. But this guy did his own take on the paint and everything.
They did a quarter scale too, didn't they? Or is
Yeah,
it different? Is this a different?
I think you had an option. It was quarter
Yeah.
scale or 1/3, I think.
And it was supposed to be the one from Bowen.
No, it wasn't. It was just
different
its own thing. Yeah.
Oh no, okay, I remember this one. Yeah.
I know this question has been posed a lot of times, but different panel. What's your preferred Silver Surfer color?
Silver.
Just silver, not because some of them have like that galactic, space, look and things like that, and different
So
stuff.
that goes off of a comic book series that he was
Chrome,
in.
exactly.
When he became like a black surfer, like unworthy surfer. But
What they trying to say?
No.
Took me a second, Piggy.
But I prefer my Silver Surfer silver for sure.
I'm with Jarhead. The only chrome one I like is the one I've got, the Bowen. But I do like to see like how, how like they'll do a portion or a phased in portion of some, like I would like to see a custom piece, like when he's transporting through the what is it, the boom tube or whatever it is. If he's coming out of it, part of his body or arm is like colored with space with or reflecting space.
Yeah.
Like how it is here in this one. It might have stars on it or something like that.
Like you can see like a cosmic reflection.
You can see you can see a cosmic reflection on his a part of his arm or something like that. That would look pretty dope.
It's kind of like they did here. They kind of did that here a little bit.
Yeah.
His portal, Matt.
Yeah, his portal.
As you said, boom tube, I thought about Dark Side.
There's too many colors on his arm. You know how when you burn metal and it changes color? That's what it looks like to me.
That's him burning through the atmosphere. I actually like the. I mean, it's dope. It's not for me, but I think it's an interesting take on it.
I saw this. I thought it was
nice.
pretty dope.
I think it would pair up good. I don't know which company makes this, but I saw Odin a couple of months ago. That Odin was so dope, man, and I think this would go well with that Odin.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. That custom Odin.
Yeah, man, that Odin was so dope.
They would look good together.
Now, why his hammer black?
It's just reflection. Calm down.
Okay. I want to know, man.
It's just
It's unworthy.
No, I don't, because I don't know if it's a comic thing. That's what I'm saying. Because
No,
sometimes I don't know.
It's just shadow.
I'm about to write Marvel.
Calm down.
I'm about to write Marvel Disney, man.
So this is what's her fate? What's her name?
Agent Carter.
Yeah, Agent Carter as Captain America.
I think the color looks good.
The color looks like fluorescent or something.
What I don't like in the middle of her diaphragm, where that bend is, it makes it look like an action figure, like right there.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, like
okay.
like you can bend her forward and
For the
pose her.
articulation of like
Yeah.
You're right.
okay,
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it does.
Well,
You're right.
she's I don't know. Women have a little bit more flexibility. So let me ask you this. So what's the deal with everybody getting a hammer now? Everybody has Thor's hammer. Is that just to symbolize it that's a worthy character, or is this like comic accurate? Or I mean, I don't know. How does this happen?
I don't think she's ever in the comic book.
She had it on there's a series called What If. It's on Disney Plus, and they did a What If with her, and I think she had
I don't think she
Yeah.
had the hammer, bro.
Yeah,
And the
she
what
had,
if?
yeah, and at the end she
the
had
what if?
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
had
all
the
those
hammer. Yep, she used them all. She was working to hold them all.
So this is a spinoff, basically. I guess this is a what if statue.
Mm-hmm. It's got to be.
I mean, she was only
'Cause
this in the what if stuff, right?
Yeah, because she's wearing Captain Britain's
Yeah.
apparel.
Carter.
But yet she's an American.
So it is canon to what if.
It's the what if.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
She
know.
had to. She used them all to fight Doctor Strange,
I-
evil Doctor Strange.
I agree. Not every character deserves to be worthy. I don't.
Yeah.
don't think
I
we
think
can
it's
do
just
that
more
all
of
the
a.
time.
Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, that was all the pictures. That was 100 and something pictures already. So,
What?
Yeah, right.
How?
It
that
was.
fast?
It was, bro. It's just because it's not like a bunch of different characters, but I go through them pretty fast. So
Okay, I can see that then.
it's different when
Terrifying.
you have like a bunch of different like statues, but
Yeah.
you don't notice how fast you go through a bunch of pictures if it's the same character.
That's true.
I'm not trying to shortchange you, Diana.
I feel cheated. I feel cheated.
But if it was
So,
the Cowboy game zone, you would be rushing him through the.
yeah, you were like, hey,
Uh-huh.
hurry up. We need to hurry up and get through these pictures. Let's go.
Leave this alone.
I'm good. The
Come on,
Cowboys don't
Jarhead,
play
come on.
till tonight.
Oh, they got the prime time. Okay,
Yeah,
Let's get
I don't know
on
why.
to the main topic.
I know, right?
because they deserve it, man. Stop playing.
I'd rather
Come
see the
on,
Chiefs, man. Wait, who they playing?
You'd rather see the Chiefs. That's written. I don't know.
Nobody want to see the Chiefs.
You see,
So
you
this
see the Chiefs
was
well,
this was teased last week on the
COC.
COC. I was actually on the show too, and they showed us. We kind of talked about it, went in depth. What do you guys think about the statue so far? You guys like
Love
it?
it.
Dislike it?
Love it, love it, love it, love it. Day one purchase.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
What?
I love it. I love it just as equally as the custom one that you have, Jarhead. It's just very
Mhm.
different takes, and I would like them both. Like if I had them both, they would be right next to each other.
But you met.
I mean, I like it. It's okay, and that's kind of where I'll be with it. I mean, I like who did this, Colosimo? I think the sculptors. Who did this? You know,
Then Canal, the Canal,
Canale did. Okay, Canale
Yeah,
did.
Martin Canale.
Yeah, I like his work. I usually like his work. So I think the sculpt and everything's on it.
so
I think it's okay. I think it's okay.
it lights up down here. It lights up on this part. Supposedly this used to light up too, but they cut the lines of it when they got it through the factory because it looked like cat eyes. So they didn't like the
I
way
can
it
see
looked
that.
lighted up. So
I can see that too.
and then the visor lights up, I think.
Yeah, he said the visor lit up.
Like I said, there's only like a couple pictures of this, and I only put a couple of pictures of the custom one here to kind of compare them. But this is only part one of the comparison because I don't think it's fair that we just compare the statue off of two pictures. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
There'll be a part two to this show later down the line when they actually produce more pictures and they do like a video of it and tell much how it's going to be and all of that. So and then at that point we'll just do like a big custom Weapon X thing. You know, even things that aren't supposed to be in two, we'll combine them all. We'll do one big massive Weapon X
Or Dio.
Competition. So
Let me ask you a question, Jarhead. So on that show, right? Because I know when it was live, they didn't show it, but backstage, did he show you all the back of it or no?
No.
Okay, because
this,
I saw
this is all we got.
folks in the chat were saying that they didn't like the way that that thing that what do you call it? That black thing, the way it's coming up.
The breather?
No, the go down, zoom, go down. See that black tube that connects his
This?
back?
Yeah.
Like it should come from the top, not from the bottom, is what I heard people say.
I mean, if he's floating in the tube, does it matter
Right,
if he's
but
if he's hanging from it or if he's, you know what I'm saying? It
No,
doesn't
I
really
mean I
matter.
get what you're saying, but to be accurate, it does come from the top, not from the bottom.
Yeah.
But
I get it.
I mean, I get Sideshow wouldn't have been able to do it that way, but
Yeah.
I was gonna say, since there's no top, they kind of had to.
yeah, they kind of had no choice but to put it there.
Yeah. So this is what in the show, this is what they said it supports Wolverine because he's not touching anything. So it goes into like a big tube that goes into his back, basically.
I thought he said like the legs
re-
also key, or didn't he say that?
I think it goes into his back. It's metal, I think. He said like there's a metal rod or something in here that connects to his back. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't really want to necessarily go in depth and compare. I just wanted to kind of show it and kind of get people's thoughts about it. And then we'll do that in the part 2.
Well, now that like Dion called that out, and I was thinking about Nelson Ortega's fish aquarium comment. For those people that were thinking about going to get a cylinder to put it over this, now you got to make account for the fact that that tube won't be coming from the top. It's coming from the bottom.
It'd be coming from the bottom.
Because I saw a lot of people that were like, yeah.
Or you could just turn them upside down.
Hey, that too. I think that's a good idea.
I don't know.
You just gotta glue the pegs in.
You just gotta glue the
Pedro says it's looks good for a Weapon X piece. Mayman says it definitely shouldn't be more than 850 if the Berserk is 835. We'll talk about that in a second. Jojo says it's okay. Skills says it makes no sense that there's supposed to be a glass, but the claws are at the bottom. Like, so I've seen people say this a few times. To me, it's like, use your imagination. Like, you can imagine that he's in water right now, or he's in something. He doesn't have to necessarily portray. Doesn't have to have the actual glass. I don't think. What do you guys think about that? I've seen a lot of people say it's got to have the glass. It's got to have the glass. But
Well, personally, I don't think it needs the glass because, I mean, yes, you have to use your imagination, but also to me, like, this is doing something different. You know what I mean? Like, it's setting out to tell a story, to portray it, and it's leaving parts of the story out which is the glass.
yeah,
But I think it's perfect the way it is. Like, we already have one with the glass over top of them. It's the custom one.
I think
Even
some
though a
people
lot of
are just
can't get it. But
yeah. I think that's what it is. I think there's people we're expecting it a certain way, and they didn't see that. So that's
like, I
disappointing.
never expected there to be a glass. Do you know how much this piece would cost if they?
That's what I was gonna say. You
That's
can't
around
keep
it?
it at a price point. Yep.
Right.
Then they'd be complaining that it's an extra like 300 and
Yes.
something bucks.
It might even be more than that, to be honest, because the custom was like what 1,500 retail, I think.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Something like that. Even though
So-
now you can see it online for like $3,000 and $4,000, but
For like shipping, I
great.
think, with shipping and everything, I think it was like $2,000 out the
Yeah.
door, or something like that. So, but then he also says the claws are over the bottom edge of the base. I guess he's like that doesn't make sense. But if he was in a tube, this could be a platform that he's floating over. It could be more to, the tube. It could be, more.
I think people
At the bottom.
overthinking it,
Yeah.
like reading too much into it or something.
But to be fair, if I'm thinking about dropping like $900 for a statue, I'm gonna get very over analytical with it too. Like, I'm gonna be like, the ear, the left ear looks bigger than the right ear. I'm looking at everything when you're dropping that type of money on it.
No, I mean, I get it. I mean, when you're dropping that kind of money, you gotta scrutinize every bit of it. But I mean, it gets to a certain point. Like, how we were talking about some of the anime pieces that we know nothing about, but you gotta appreciate
But
it for the
it's just
artistic
yeah.
value. Right. And I
True.
think this is one of those pieces,
I agree.
just from an artistic standpoint.
Like I can picture him in the tube. I don't have to
Yeah.
have the tube itself.
Correct.
Yeah, this is
Same.
strictly. I mean, this is obviously an artistic representation of what had happened. But I get that there are some people who, for a character, something like that with some shows or movies with certain characters or event that happened in that movie or show or what have you or anime, where it's I want it exactly what it looks like when it happened for that particular thing, and that's a separate kind of piece, you know. But then there's others where this is an artistic representation of what had happened at that time, and then you have to look at it like that. But if you don't want the piece like that, then I get why those people are, you know, saying I need the tube. The claws are here. This tube is over here. That's hanging the wrong way. And I'm okay. Well, then obviously you want the exact one, and you wouldn't be able to take the representation, right? So I get that, you know. And if I can see this as just this is just artist interpretation, not the exactly how it was meant to be. This tube is here. This is supposed to be here. Then I could take it for what it is, you know. And that's me. I'm taking it for what it is. And I think that for what they did, I think they did an excellent job,
Yeah.
you know, with
Yeah,
this piece. So
But then that goes to, and I hear everything and I agree with everything you said, but for me it goes to runner up. They can't do it. You know what the tube is. You know you know that it needs to be in a tube. You know it's kind of like they can't do the tube because it's already been done, right? So the bar was set. So now you have to come up with an alternative thing to try to come up with it. So you have to, like you said, be creative, use your imagination.
Matt,
You can't
And,
really.
you're making it affordable for those people that can't drop the 2,000 to get the one in the tube. I think the best way to display this,
I get it.
I would get like a rotating turntable. I would have jar heads, the one that's in the tube on one end, and have this one on the other end, and just let them rotate.
Nothing wrong with that. There's Audi and there's Passat. They both come out the same line, but you know it's not the same, right?
But Matt, you said that they could not do the tube. They could do the tube because the other one is a custom. They don't have to ask them anything.
Yeah, I know, but
I think he meant like
but
since
it's
it was
kind of like
already
it's kind
done.
of like it's already done. It's kind of like you're coming in after the fact. You know what I'm saying? You're where's your creativity? Where's you didn't think of it. It's not your imagination. It's not your thing.
Yeah.
You're
I don't
taking it
know.
from somebody else's concept.
I think this is pretty creative for what they did.
yeah,
I think it's very creative. Think about it. The custom one, a lot of people complained about that it didn't look like he was in water, right? There's people that complained about that one and that aspect. And so they added their own bubbles, right? What does this have on it? Bubbles. Like people
that lights up.
Yeah, and that lights up.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know. Maybe both of them aren't perfect. You know, maybe there's aspects of both that could have been combined to make the Super Weapon X. But that's just not what we have. We have this one or the custom.
I think the custom is perfect, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Especially like if you add like bubbles to it. I think the custom is perfect. But I think this one is perfect too. I just
This
think
was executed great.
Right. I don't think
I like them both.
it's competing with the custom.
So one thing I will say, this statue is a production piece. So this is the paint and everything that you see on this is production. That's what they said on the stream. So you know you don't have to worry about the paint or anything when you get in hand supposedly. So this is what you're seeing is what you're gonna get. But like I said, with the custom one, like the paint on the actual statue itself isn't as good as this. I can tell you that right now. The details and everything is
It's definitely not at all.
But they did that because you're in a tube, so it really doesn't matter anyways because it's got distortion.
Correct.
So you're not really going to be able to
I didn't even
see.
like the paint on the custom one initially when I saw it. I hated it.
The anatomy is great
right.
on the custom one. The build and everything, the way it's sculpted is great. The paint on this one is better, I think.
Agreed. But you know, Sideshow needs to only show production pieces. I feel like whenever they,
I've been saying that
so people can't like say that that's not what they're getting and all the other stuff, and they don't have to worry about living up to something that they can't fulfill.
Produce exactly.
Yeah.
So, so when they showed this, they didn't show any other pictures, but I was able to scrounge up another picture that showed a long time ago that maybe people forgot about, which was this one,
Yes.
the unhelmeted one, which I think Main Man was saying it doesn't make sense for him to have the visor on in the tube. But what do you guys think about this portrait? I don't like it as much as the other one.
I like it better.
You like it
You
better?
do? So I don't like it as much, but it's accurate more so than the other.
Right. That's why I like it better.
Yeah, but he doesn't have he needs to have a mouthpiece at least.
It's there.
It's floating right there.
Right
yeah.
there.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
I don't know if you guys noticed too, but there's spikes and stuff coming out of his head. I don't know if you noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
there's one
noticed
right
that.
here.
Oh, and they said they
There's a
were going
lot-
to give you extra spikes too.
Yeah.
Because they'll fall
That's
out.
pretty cool. Oh, I didn't notice that. Okay.
It kind of looks like he's floating,
Yeah.
The way the hair is flowing, all of it.
Well, that one's
Yeah,
pretty cool.
I prefer this
I
one.
can see that one.
So I know a lot of
How
people
was
like
somebody-
saying that it didn't make any sense because that's how I have my custom one, because my
Yo.
custom one came with 3 portraits and I didn't have him with the helmet in it. So
You know what I think
use the
would make
one
this
with the
statue?
mask on.
Yeah. You know what
Go
I
ahead,
think
Matt.
would make this would I think really would make this statue really, really good and be very stand up to the bar is if they did put it in a tube. They can get an acrylic tube that could just slide right over top of this piece and have it just the way it is, and you just slide an acrylic tube right over top of it and have it fit into the base.
Somebody
you know,
gonna
like
make
a
one.
ring.
Watch.
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
if I were to get it, I would definitely do that.
you actually can get
Just-
one
and just
from
have it lit.
Mhm.
You go to an
one
acrylic
of
shop
the-
and buy one.
yeah, you can get one. They have
Yeah.
them. Somebody showed a picture of one a couple days ago. They said, "Hey, here you go. If you want them in a tube, you can get them from your local store."
Yep, you
but
sure can.
I kind of want to see what it looks like in a tube right now because
It's just going to
Right.
be what you pointed
Right.
out, Diane, that the tubes are going from the bottom
Yes.
and they wouldn't.
Yeah.
like
the
it
top
just
of the
looks.
tube.
I wouldn't want this in a tube,
I would rather have
You
it
wouldn't?
just like this.
just like this.
No, I would get this piece and I'd put a tube right over it and put a lid on top of it, and it would be. I think that would just basically summarize the whole scene and everything.
So that's the one head sculpt, and this is the other. Which head sculpts do you guys like more?
Definitely this one.
This
I like the visor.
What about you, Matt?
I like them both, but now that I see this one didn't make sense to me at first because I didn't see the mouthpiece. But now that you pointed the mouthpiece out to me, I like it because it's like it just came out.
Yeah, he's in like a lot of
So-
pain, and it just came out.
Yeah,
of his mouth.
exactly. So I'm with Piggy on this one. I like this one.
I hadn't
the
even
hair,
noticed.
the hair,
Yeah, the flow of the hair, like it's in the water.
This
yeah,
tells
the
a
flow of the
better
hair makes
story.
it look like Weapon X.
Yeah, it's a nice. It's a
Tells the
nice
story.
touch.
Yeah,
But
it tells a
I didn't
better
even notice
story.
till just now when I was saying it that he's got tubes and spikes sticking out of his head either too. So I'm interested to see more detail in this.
Like this portrait actually makes me want to get this statue.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer in my opinion as far as buying the statue.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't have the,
custom?
custom, I would. Yeah,
Yeah, I would still get this one too. Like
Yeah.
I love this one just as equally as the other one, believe it or not.
correct.
The other one I think looks really badass overall, but the small
Mhm.
details of this one is what gets me. Like
Right.
the paint and everything, and
Paint, the
Um,
bubbles,
exactly.
the story that his face tells. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Telling you put them back to back on the table.
So here's the custom one. Here's the overall picture of it basically. It's a gigantic piece, believe it or not. It doesn't look like it, but it's huge.
it is big, very big.
Pause.
Pause.
Vibranium Jim said this piece would pair so well with that custom Omega Red because it shows where they were created.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the tube.
Which this one or the other?
No, the
side
other
show
one prior.
The other
I think
one.
it was the one.
I
So
know
this one,
it's got me thinking actually.
so this one, like if you were just thinking about like how he's supposed to be, he wouldn't have the belt and he wouldn't have the helmet on, right?
No,
'Cause he's not going on a mission. That's just like his gear that he would wear.
he
But
puts it on after the fact, though.
Yeah.
Right.
he puts it on when he goes on missions when they were sending him out on missions.
I know it's got me thinking actually.
So and to try to control him basically. This is what he looks like.
That's
How
the
I
portrait
thought.
that I use.
Yeah.
But look, so stop there. Look at that paint on Wolverine right there. That paint is nowhere near the level of Sideshow's paint.
Which I don't ever say very often.
I know, right?
Right.
Yep. No, I agree
But
with
it still looks good. Like even inside the tube, like
Yes.
it looks great inside the tube
The totality of all of it looks amazing.
together. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Didn't
this does
somebody
have
have
light
it
up too.
repainted? Barb or somebody said had it repainted?
She did, yeah.
She put bubbles in it, but I don't know if she repainted it.
Yeah, she repainted it.
I seen somebody
Um,
repaint it.
They put less hair on his chest or something like it. It looks more natural or something like that.
Yeah.
I wish I had.
Yeah,
the
that was the
skill
thing
to
that was
do
holding me up.
something
That was the
like
thing that was holding me up from pulling the trigger on this piece was the paint. I'd not have to get it repainted.
The paint is it's hard to say that because when you're looking at pictures, it's like that's all you see. But when you have the actual piece in hand, that's the last thing you're paying attention to.
It's
is
the
how poorly-
overall.
Yes,
Because
it's
he's
how
behind a
poorly
glass.
it's
Like you really
Right.
don't, you really can't see. It's not obvious unless you're like staring at it for your like face is like right up in it. You know.
made. Yeah,
I would be.
you can't see the hair unless your face is right up in it.
Nah, I would take
Wow.
this piece and customize it to another level.
Wow.
Are you serious?
So
Yeah. I like to get right up in there though. Look out.
yes. Pause. I'm curious to see how they do the back piece. If it's going to be like this much detail into it.
No, it's not. It's coming from the floor.
Yeah.
It's not-
Well, I'm wondering if there's going to be
Like,
tubes and stuff coming
nope.
off that whatever's holding him up. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's just going to be one big tube holding him. I'm just curious. Like I said, we haven't seen more pictures of it yet. We just seen the two so far.
Can you go back to that one? See, that's the other thing too. Even when you buy the cylinder, it's just going to be that smooth glass top. You're not going to have that sculpted top.
True.
Cylinder here. It's going to be like when you buy those bases from Michaels or something like that, just turned upside down. It's going to be a smooth.
Maybe he popped
Yeah,
the
but you
top
could-
of it off or something.
You could create that. You can create that. You can just stack a couple of pieces up and just create that same
No,
effect.
so look, I know how you could create it, right? Like if you got a tube and you like crack the top of it or whatever, because then it'll look like the top broke off of it. You know what I'm saying?
Got it.
Do you guys agree with this? Sideshow has a better detailed base. Than
No,
custom?
definitely not. No.
I think the water looks better, of course.
I don't know. Let me see the Sideshow one.
Yeah, hold on.
No, definitely not.
I think how the water is coming out the base looks good.
I think there's more.
It's
It's-
I mean
there's
the
more
color
stuff on
and
it.
the light. Yeah, the color
Yeah.
and the light draws your eyes to it because it's a beautiful blue color, right? But it definitely doesn't have the base that the custom has. I mean, the custom is accurate. The base is the tube. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think he's coming from the standpoint of there's more things on the base. The custom is just big and smooth, and it's got a couple things on it.
And it's visually appealing with that blue in the water. That,
Yes, exactly.
I can understand.
I think
Yeah,
overall this statue is better, but both of them have their things. I think.
Yeah.
right, like if you can't get the custom, I wouldn't feel like I'm settling to
Yeah,
get
for
the
the-
side
for-
show
yeah.
one.
I wouldn't say screw it. If I can't have this one, I'm not
Yeah.
going to get that one.
If you don't put that tube around it, you're settling.
But that's
No,
that's
man.
the thing that I like about Sideshow, because like say if you don't have a 2K for this custom, then you had a Sideshow option. It was the same with the XM Storm when everybody couldn't get her, especially when she hit the aftermarket and people went crazy with the pricing. At least you had the Sideshow Storm and you didn't feel like it's just a mediocre runner up. It's still a Storm that you could enjoy. And I think with that Wolverine, it may not be as good as this particular Weapon X, but it's one that you can enjoy and not feel like I got like a way far behind number two.
Yeah.
See, and like who was saying the main man was saying that blue pops. When you look at this, it's not visually striking per se.
Yeah,
Like
No.
very sterile.
like it's very sterile. Like when you got the light on, yes, it looks better. It looks a lot better. But that blue on the one where if it's not lit up, I think it's more visually striking because.
I
agree.
I mean,
What do you guys think?
also this the one in the tube, it's more of a museum piece. Like he's in a meditated coma state. I'm like, do you want that one or do you want this one? Where it's,
Gotta get them both.
so
Viburnum says, you guys don't like the XM one. I still think that one is pretty good. No, I like that one too. We're just comparing like the tubey type ones. I guess that one's him breaking out of the tube. Later down the road, like I said, we're gonna compare them all together. We're gonna do one big contest to see which one's the best Weapon X out there. I mean, we're gonna do a lot of custom ones. So
I mean, the XM one, it was groundbreaking in its own right because it had that wet effect on him, which I don't think another statue had done that.
Yeah, Daniel Bell, that was a really good sculpt on that statue too.
Yeah. But I mean, it's dated, with the screens and all that stuff is really dated.
Yeah. I never really cared for the color on the helmet on that one. I don't like the green helmet. I like the helmet to be like silver. I've seen.
Oh, you're right.
I've seen the green on another custom one too that I didn't like. I like the custom one that Franco did, and I had it, but I didn't like the color of the helmet because it was green.
I forgot.
Okay, Matt, you saying something, Matt?
No. I was.
Oh, okay.
I muted. That's all right.
Yeah, I don't know if you were talking, but I don't know if you were talking to us or not. So, maybe you're talking to the screen. I don't know. But yeah, man, like to me, this is more visually pops. I think the other one's more sterile, but still, I think the overallness of the other one.
Agreed. I like them both.
If you had to get one, Matt, what would it be?
I love this. I love this show, man. I love this. And like I said, I really like the custom one. But now that I'm looking at this piece, to be honest, I would probably get the sideshow one and tube it and customize the sideshow one.
Okay.
Because either way, I think me personally, I would customize both of them. I'd still want to put the other one in the water.
Why do you? So if you're choosing this one, I know you would still put this one on a tube. What about this one makes you choose this one over the other one?
Because the other one, even though I like the other one that has the tube, it's still lacking the water effect, right? And now, like you said, some people had to put bubbles in it, or to me, I'd have to do something to it to make sure to bring the water effect to it, right?
What's up, D3?
What's up,
and this one has the water effect, so you can visualize the fact that it's in water, but it's lacking the tube. So it's like one of them's got something that, like you said, one of them's got something that the other one doesn't have, and to me, it's a trade-off.
It's funny. Both of these require you to use your imagination. For both statues, like for both pieces, you got to use your imagination. Like one is lacking something,
or you're imagining the tube, right?
Some people don't want to do that though. Some people don't want to use their imagination. They don't want to.
Some people
what on a statue?
No, they want to see.
Some people don't have one, man. They don't have an imagination.
At $2,000, I feel like I paid for my imagination, like for you to give me.
So Matt goes with the sideshow. What about you, Dion?
I mean, it's hard to ask me because I already have the custom.
If you had to choose one, I mean, I can choose one.
If I had to choose one, I would go with the custom.
Okay, and why?
I mean, because it's in a cylinder, and how many Weapon X's do you know that are out there, and not one of them has put it in the cylinder before, like that?
None.
Paint aside, like the overall presentation of it, and I guess the ballsiness to even try to attempt this statue is crazy. You have to give props to the custom, I think.
What about you, Peggy? Which one would you pick?
Man, this is hard because I like both of them. At first, it was easy because I was like custom all the way. But seeing that second portrait, like with the mouthpiece in front and like this is really kind of making me lean toward this one. Plus, this one is more. It's part of it. Like they're the same price because this one's affordable, and I like this portrait. Man, this.
Well, did they announce a price for this one?
No, not yet. That's why we're doing. That's why we're doing a part 2 because I just said I think it's unfair of me to really compare the two, and we don't know all the details yet. We haven't seen more pictures of it. We've just seen these 2 pictures. So
I'm gonna say, because I know how my brain works, if I have to choose one, it will probably still be the custom one.
Okay. Why? I'm not gonna let people just decide without giving me a reason why.
Because
you're gonna tell us why you're picking.
Okay. So I'm gonna add to both of them. Like for this one, since I can't have both, I may put a cylinder over it, and then I got to do all of that work to kind of crack the top, make it seem like he's trying to escape. But with the custom one, I would just maybe have to put a little bit of a water effect in there, and it doesn't even have to be as intricate as the sideshow one. It can just be like a couple of bubbles on the glass.
Which people
did. I would do that, and then I would feel like I have everything that I want. I have the water and the
bro. It was so bad. People were talking about filling that container up with water.
Water.
I'm like, why? Like
they were gonna put a second glass around it and put water in between too. I saw a few people saying that they were gonna do that.
I kid you not. That's exactly what I would have done with it. I know I would have had it clear coated to where it can be in water, and I would have had I got a little bit of different connection, so I would have had made it customized so it'll hold water.
Yeah.
If they can do it with Jason on a few Friday the 13th customs I saw out there, they can do it with him and put him in some water.
So, what about you, FPJ? Which one would you pick if you only could choose one?
Both are great, and this is more dynamic, the sideshow, but I'd go custom because I need my Weapon X under control. I need him sleeping in a dormant state. And I want to see him in the tube, Weapon X, dormant. And I'm when you had it and you Jarhead, and you were testing it out and you were doing the unboxing and stuff, I know it sounds simple, but I flipped out with all of the different light features that you did. And I could just picture myself, in different settings of mood, if I'm just hanging in my space or showing off or whatever it is, and I can just choose all these different. I love that. So that was part of it that put me over the edge. I thought it was cool.
The light up effect on this is crazy. I will say that.
Yeah. So,
what about you, D3? If you had to choose one,
I'm definitely going sideshow. This one.
Can barely hear you.
Your mic is low.
Yeah, hear me better now?
Turn up.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm definitely going sideshow with this one. One of the reasons is space. I like how much more space saving sideshows is. I like smaller footprint statues, so that's one reason. But the main reason is because of the energy the statue gives off. So the sideshow one, you can see like a lot of intensity, and it conveys the fact that this process that Wolverine went through was a very traumatizing and torturing one. Like, as we know from the comics, like, his time becoming Wolverine with the adamantium being infused into his bones was something that, is always strong, haunting him, and something that, you get that energy when you see sideshows. You see that it's something crazy that he went through, and it's a big part of his story, and it has a big impact on him. I like the custom, but it's really, I know there's probably comic reference for him being in the tank and being, more subdued, or I guess, unconscious, as this one conveys, but I like more so the intensity that the sideshow one conveys. This custom one actually reminds me of Dragon Ball Z during the Frieza saga, when Goku was rehabilitating in the tank.
I remember
and they were
that.
all waiting for him to get healed so that he could fight Frieza, because he was the only one that stood a chance. That's what this reminds me of. Like, it's just kind of like a patiently waiting for the beast to get unleashed kind of vibe, which is cool, but I really like more so the vibe of this is what Wolverine went through, and it was something torturous and traumatizing for him. And you can feel that when you see the statue. You know, you see his agony, you see his pain.
Yeah, there's
D3, that Frieza saga took months. I
Months,
remember
man.
watching
waited
that
forever. Yeah, I was just like, God, damn, how long
as a kid. Yeah, man, like come
Well,
on, bro.
he powered up for like 3 episodes, so like
But
he
the
was Super Saiyan
custom,
for like 3 episodes.
Oh man.
the custom feels like, you know, you like I said, like you're patiently waiting for him to come out the tank and, you know, kind of like tear shit up, I guess.
Yeah.
Somebody made a point in the comments that it's easier if you ever swap the portrait. It's easier on the sideshow than to try and do it on the custom, because you got to pull them out. And
That's true.
yeah, they said it takes an act of God to change that.
Yeah,
portrait.
you got to decide which portrait you're going to use on the custom one for sure.
That thing is heavy too, man.
So real fast, I go through some of the comments in the chat. Pedro says the custom looks like he's hanging. The sideshow looks like he's floating. So yeah, I mean, just depends on what you prioritize, I guess. Barbarian Jin says, I prefer sideshows because of the water effect and the sculpt. I also feel like the space the sideshow one would take isn't as bad as the custom. Also, it wouldn't be hard to change out the portrait.
Yeah.
Man says, I'm going with sideshow. He also says, bottom feeders represent. He also says, I don't want my statue sleeping, bro.
No, but I get what FBJ was saying though. You know about that. I kind of, I guess D3 and FBJ are on two opposite sides of the fence with that one.
Yeah.
That's the only time we get to see Wolverine, man, subdued, because you know he's wild, man. Like, what?
Cash is up in here talking smack. He says,
What up,
join us, D3, a man of culture, picks licensed plus Dragon Ball Z, Anime God King, Lord Buck, Vice President. That's a long title. Will be pleased.
Hey, Cash, I don't join the wave, man. I create it.
They don't know nothing about that, D3. A bunch of followers over there.
I still like the custom though a lot. It's not that I don't like the custom.
Wait a minute now, hold on. Come on, man. Love BB.
What's that?
Come on, man.
They
Part of the crew over there.
They come in here talking smack. They're gonna get smacked back.
I'm part of the crew. I'm part of the crew.
Well, like I said, they're gonna talk smack. I'm gonna smack them. Nelson Ortega. The custom one, you would have to install each of the adamantium residue spikes on the statue, which is a pain. I've done it.
You gotta do the same thing to do.
He says his wonders that he has to do this. Yeah, they said that you have
you gotta
to
do the same thing.
And it doesn't look as labor intensive though. It doesn't look as labor intensive because I remember when Jargo was putting
they
that
must
on a
not be
custom
too
one on there.
confident that they're gonna stay in if he giving you extras.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe that's in case of some break on the transit.
It was a pain on the custom one, but if you look at, there's a lot of them on this one too, though.
Yeah,
there's a lot, so it might be a pain to put them in. Because they're not gonna be magnetized. They're gonna be fitted. So
zoom into his arm, the way that's like cutting into his skin. I like that.
Ledge says the sideshow one is very good and more bang for your buck, but that's the thing, we don't know how much it's gonna be. Yeah, so it could be expensive, bro. Sideshow has come up with $1,000+ statues.
I say it's gonna be $1,050. I think that even though it's less elaborate than Ghost Rider, I just feel like that they know what they have here.
And it lights up. You know, you got to add $100 light up tax.
Correct.
Yeah. So I didn't say which one I would pick yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop knowledge on you guys. So I love both of these statues. Like, they're both just badass. Like, I would be happy to have either one of these, like we were talking about earlier. The sideshow one, the paint, the detail and everything is better, right? Like, we can all say if you look at the statue comparative, without him being in the glass, you can see the paint's better, right? To me, it looks more impressive visually without the tube. But once you add that tube involved in it, it takes it to another level, I think. So I would pick the custom because of the overall statue. And I've always looked at statues that way. I've always looked at the overall statue, because there's a lot of statues out there that people love for various reasons, but I love statues for the overall. Like the detail doesn't have to be there, but if the overall statue and the concept is badass, I love that, and just like everybody was saying earlier, that custom group did something that no one else has done. They stepped out on the ledge. They got to get points for that. I'm sorry. No one's done that before. And for them to even attempt that was amazing. And it came out great. So if I had to choose between the two, which I absolutely love both of them, I would choose the custom one. But I still love this one, and I'm still getting this one too.
Correct.
So,
Same.
so that's my thoughts on it.
Awesome.
So you basically copy my thoughts, like you
Whatever,
copy
whatever,
everything
Dan.
I buy.
Whatever. Let me
and
kick you
everything
out of
else.
here. Let me kick you out of here. Let me kick you out. Anyway, but yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the massive versus when the details of this one finally comes out. We'll do like a massive show with all the Weapon X's out there. There's a lot of custom Weapon X's. So we'll do license versus custom. There's a XM one where he's coming out the tube, Daniel Bell one. That one's pretty dope. But yeah, it'll be a pretty big versus, because I think there was a lot of Magnetos. I think the Weapon X is going to be even more. So Nelson says, being that the custom one is sold out, if you want a conceptual making a Weapon X, you have no choice but getting the Sideshow one.
What's on the aftermarket though, right?
It's on the aftermarket,
For
but
an arm and a
Or
leg.
a gazillion bucks.
it's expensive on the aftermarket already.
For arm and a leg.
So, anybody else want to say anything about this statue?
I hope it go up for PO soon.
Well, the backdrop. I don't know if you
Oh, he
caught
said
the
it's
show.
October. Or
Yeah, it's
whatever.
October
October or whatever.
Fest or
The
whatever.
Spooktacular.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
the backdrop for it. So I'm pretty confident it's going to come out around there. Plus, it's already the production piece. So I don't know if everybody caught that earlier. What I was saying was this is production. So they've already got statues already prepared to ship. That's what that means to me. So it should be coming out soon.
I mean, they teased it for 6 months. It feels like
Yeah.
a long time.
I think it was worth the wait. This to me right here is my favorite Sideshow statue they've released this year.
I agree.
So
Even though there's no tank on this, I feel like they could have done a much better job making the base of the statue look like it's a tank. The base of it looks, I don't know, it just looks like some type of platform. It actually looks similar to the base on the third scale Wolverine that they released or that they announced.
Oh, you're right. The Berserk.
But it doesn't look like a tank. It doesn't look like the bottom of a holding tank.
So this
Right.
this is how I see it. This is a platform inside the
in
tank.
the tank.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I
Right.
see it. Because you know how there's multi layers and in a tank or whatever.
Yeah.
So this could be where the bubbles and all that stuff come out of. So this to me is the top of the bottom of the tank, basically.
So I think
Yeah,
they should
gotcha.
make the base a little bit bigger so that way it will, encompass or account for an actual tank if somebody wanted to put one on
Bro,
there.
this is production. This is already.
I mean, I know, but I'm
Done
just
deal.
saying,
I
it wouldn't
think
have hurt them to do that.
I think in lieu of not having an actual tank, to make the base the tank itself or the base of a tank would have been better rather than something like a platform inside of a tank. Because that way, even though you're not getting a tank, you still know it's there.
Right.
If this
Bro,
is a platform
I
inside
look
of a
at-
tank,
I look at the statue and I'm using my honed imagination that
Stop with this.
I've accommodated.
So I am too, but I mean, I would rather have had it be a little bit bigger for people that want to get a custom made tank. Because right now you're going to have a base inside of a tank because you got to make it wide enough
So-
to fit his balls into it.
So
I say he not paying for imagination, bro. Come on.
I'm all for using imagination as well, but
Yeah.
it's to a certain extent. You know, I don't
Yeah.
want to use it to compensate for something that
Yeah.
I feel should be there.
Yo,
So-
D3, you know what? You know what the base looks like? It looks like a gas stove. If you look close in,
That's what it does. It does.
but
Sideshow
gas
says,
stove.
"Fuck your."
Oh man, no, I can't unsee that.
fuck
It
your-
does. Like, yep, it definitely
zoom
does.
in. Jawhead, zoom in. It looks like a gas stove.
Like where the water is coming out, that looks like that's where the fire would be on the gas.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks like a gas stove.
it's a hot plate. Now I can't even unsee it.
Yeah.
It's a hot plate.
No, it's a platform inside the Weapon X tube. That's what I see.
My imagination can't see that, man. I'm sorry.
Jarhead won't be
I'm seeing it
deterred.
right now.
You mean when you clean, you take off that flat diffuser? And then it's-
You're boiling the water. It's a hot plate. You're boiling.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
Oh,
Obi-Wan says, "Come on, use your imagination." Exactly. Tell him.
I mean, they could put out, if that's the case, you know, they could put out the most simplest statue ever and just say, "Hey, use your imagination." And,
Imagine.
like, I feel like you can only take that so far,
Bro,
you know?
bro, this is not simple though.
No,
this
I
isn't
know,
simple,
but
you
I'm
know what
saying,
I'm
but if
But
you're
at
saying,
these prices, man, imagine it for me. That's what I'm paying for.
yeah,
You
you know,
imagine it for me. I'm going to do a topic, and it'll be our statue collectors spoiled. That's what I'm going to do.
Oh,
Topic,
oh, man.
Oh,
are we
for
Not at,
sure.
spoiled
not at
as-
these
as-
prices. No, not at these prices.
No.
No.
Sideshow has
These
a lot
are
of pieces that go
$250.
vertically.
Yeah. If these were $250, no one should ever open their mouth to complain about any statue. But at
Agreed.
roughly like $1,000, no, man.
Bro, this looks so good. I don't know.
It looks
I don't-
great.
it looks great. Yeah, I'm not saying it looks bad. It's just the
I
base.
just mean on the
like,
imagination
like,
argument on.
Yeah,
But you know that's why some of us are touching customs, because with customs you get to have your input. All the stuff we're saying, you give it to the these guys, and they start switching and adding things. But
to be fair,
you know.
some of the license like Jay from LBS, he's really good at taking
some,
community
yeah.
feedback.
I hope
You-
the
You guys would be horrible Green Lanterns. I'm just saying.
I hope the production paint matches this because
That
the
is
paint looks
production.
This
awesome.
production.
is production.
So this is an actual piece that
Yes.
collectors would be getting in hand and not the
Yep.
prototype.
That's what they
Yes.
said on the video
That's
on the show.
production.
Because that shading around that and the abs and on his legs is amazing. I really like
Yeah,
it.
this,
Agreed.
this is a production piece that they grabbed. They
The
said.
hair is painted well. Everything.
Just like they did. What's that? Mr. Sin, that statue.
Yeah, that's
How they
production.
showed the production. That's what they
But-
said. This is.
But see, that's what I'm talking about. Because even with that, there were a lot of people, not a lot, but some collectors had issues with the way the paint looked in person. It had like that same kind of skin tone as the Psylocke.
Mhm.
And I'm not sure if they saw that in the production piece when it was announced. That's I'm hoping that, you know, whatever
About the
collectors get in
foreshading,
hand.
Right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
not the shading on that one, just the skin tone. Like it was like a dark environment. So it was like a grayish kind of dull skin tone on that. At least some pieces. I think it varied amongst pieces as well. I just hope that when this drops that it looks exactly how this one looks. And there's no variation amongst different pieces that collectors have. You know, because Sideshow they've done that a few times over the past over recent releases.
That's crazy because I saw it at StatueCon, and of course, like you said, it could vary by the piece, but the one at StatueCon looked amazing in person. So hopefully, all of these will match up. Unlike that one, was it a lot of people that were having?
No, not a lot. It was just a handful. It wasn't like a major issue.
Nelson Ortega asked, "How do you want your Weapon X? Well done or over easy?"
Burn them.
Barnum.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when it comes out. But you know, like I said, they said this is production. This is what everybody should be getting. So hopefully that's the case. You know, it looks good right here. If this is a production piece, this is amazing to me.
Yes.
Yeah, this is dope.
I think everybody on that other show too gave him props for that too, because it's like, you know, we even talked about, you know, what's it going to look like when it actually comes out. And he's like, no, this is production. This is an actual production piece. So,
I like
what do you guys think about his hand doing this little weird thing right here?
I didn't even
Paint.
notice that. Looks like you're playing a
He's in
guitar.
Dude.
Some people
I
do
think
that when
it's
they're in
fitting
pain.
for what's happening though.
It's pain.
That's the muscle spasms, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get
It's
it.
fitting for what's happening. So.
I don't know if I really like it because of that or I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like I like it because
air
it's just
guitar.
yeah, it's like realistic, but I don't know if I want it on my statue or not, you know. But overall, I really love this statue. So
That second portrait really made the statue for me. That's so dope to me. The mouthpiece right there, the bubbles coming out of it, the pain, the look, the expression on his face, the hair wavering, the clenched teeth. It makes the statue pop.
Yeah, I agree. The only thing though, I forgot who brought it up was, like I said, if I get this piece, I'd like to customize and put a tube around it. But now you brought up the fact the claws, well, if they go outside the base,
Yeah, that's what I had to.
I'd have
To
to
get
refigure
a
that.
wider tube.
You
Yeah.
gotta get you just get another. You add onto the base, get another cylinder to put underneath it to make it a little wider. Actually,
so
never mind.
another cool thing they did too was because he's basically half naked, they used this tube right here to hide the seam. So I thought that was pretty smart. My Hulk that I had from Queen Studio did that too with the necklace. You couldn't see the seam because of the necklace that was around his neck. So
That's actually pretty smart. Yeah,
Yeah.
to do that.
Ingenious.
So hopefully you won't be able to see the seam now. But yeah, so that's pretty much the show. You know, I just kind of wanted to do like a real quick thing and compare them real fast before we really get into the big verses. You know, I think everybody's, for the most part, is super excited that's interested in collecting Weapon X. I think this is a great statue by Sideshow. And I think a lot of people are excited about it. So I don't know. We'll see. I really want to see a video of it. That's when I really make my decision, is when I see videos of things, if I really like it or not. So
Their unboxing videos and stuff. And that.
yeah, or like just like a 360 video, like if they show it at the
Spectacular.
yeah, Spectacular or whatever, if they show that, then you know, I normally, like I said, I like to see videos of 360s around stuff, so and people standing next to it, so I kind of get an idea of it, you know. But anything else anybody else wants to go over? Or that was pretty much all I had today. Appreciate everybody for coming out. Matt, you got anything going? You watching football today?
We can't hear you, Matt.
Yeah, sorry, I did do it. Yeah, I had nothing going on. Yeah, Ravens just finished up a fantastic game with Cincinnati. It was really crazy game, but it was really good. Just chilling the rest of the day. So just about it.
What about you, Diane? What you got going?
All about football, man. Go Cowboys, 8:00.
Who they play?
If it was any earlier, he'd be trying to hurry me up. Hey, hurry up.
Who are they playing?
Pittsburgh.
Want me to tell you how that's gonna go, Diane?
Yeah,
Tell you how that's gonna go, Diane.
Man,
We go through this every
texting
game.
me. Don't y'all text me.
As soon as it.
Anyways, hey, what about you, D3? What you got going on the rest of the day? I know it's been a little bit since we've seen you, man. I know you've been busy.
Yeah,
and
man.
stuff, so
Shit,
it was
busy
good that
as-
you hopped on at least.
Yeah, busy as hell, man. Even today, I was just some surprise shit that came up while I was late. But yeah, I've been back in the gym, so that's been taking a lot of my time, a lot of free time that I used to have to be on streams and watch content in general. But yeah, man, just taking it a day at a time. I gotta run a few errands after this and go see my mom. So
I see
the
you
grind never
got-
stops, man.
I see you got a couple more unboxings. You did a couple more unboxings back there. Huh?
Yeah, that Colossus came in last week, and that Mystique came in last week. And I just decided to unbox the Phoenix. I had the Phoenix boxed up for like a year, and since I was unboxing the Mystique and Colossus, I got a little anxious, so I just decided to unbox the Phoenix too.
Where's
I see
Storm's
I see
head?
Storm's missing her head still.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't picked that up yet.
But it's good to have you back on, man.
Thanks, man. It's good to be back, man. Definitely miss being on here, chopping up with y'all guys, even though I missed the majority of the show. But
It's all good, man.
I'm gonna try to come on as much as I can from now on.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah.
FBJ, man, what's up? What do you got rest of the day?
New York Jets lost, so my football day is practically done. My New York Yankees are in the divisional series in the playoffs. They won the first game, so I'm excited for that, and I'm hoping we can get to the World Series this year. Please, it's been forever. So I hope we can get that done. So, but yeah, oh yeah, see, Matt knows, man. Yeah, so sports today, chilling. I'm gonna work on putting my Maji cases together after we get off. Just chill for a bit.
How many
And,
Maji cases did you get in?
I have 8 6 series, and I have 4 DFs I have to put up. So yeah, so I won't be done today, but I'm gonna see if I can knock out at least half of that.
Get them kids back in there to help you out.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna hit them up. Be like, yo, come back. Let's knock this out.
Yeah, Piggy, what's up, man? What you got going today?
I'm gonna watch the rest of this Green Bay game and hope that they clobber the Rams, and then I'm gonna make attempt number 50 to try and go see the Transformers tonight.
Transformers 1.
You said
Man, every single time I've tried to go see that movie.
You
For
were saying
real,
that for
like-
2 or 3 weeks.
So,
You might as well wait till the stream, man.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Last time I ended up seeing that Halle Berry movie, Never Let Go or
Man,
something
that
like
thing
that.
was dumb, man.
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
Oh, come on, man. You just went to go see Halle Berry. You didn't go see the movie.
No,
I mean,
people
partially,
keep,
that's the only reason to go.
Yeah.
Right.
people keep making me late, so I just end up seeing whatever's available that I think is decent since I'm already there. But I got a plan today, so I'm seeing it one way or another tonight.
What a catch.
So, well, good luck. I hope you get to watch. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. So,
Cool.
I know a lot of people that went into not thinking it was going to be good, but it ended up being pretty good. So,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
but I've pretty much only thing I've got going is I've got to get stuff ready for the week. I got to wash clothes and do all that stuff because I travel for work. So I'll be traveling tonight this afternoon. So that's all I got going. So, but like I said, I appreciate everybody for showing up. Everybody in the chat as always. I always enjoy everybody giving their opinions and everything. So appreciate it, and have a good Sunday, everybody. Let me find the end button.